Let's be honest, thin hair can feel like a daily struggle. You wake up, stare in the mirror, and no matter how much you fluff or spray, it just seems to fall flat. For many mature women, thinning hair isn't just a styling challenge, it's emotional. It's a reflection of change, time, and sometimes even confidence. But here's the thing most people don't realize. Thin hair isn't a flaw. It's a texture. And if you learn to work with it, instead of fighting it, you can make it look stronger, fuller, and more radiant than ever. Today, we're uncovering the simple truth. You might be styling your thin hair completely wrong. But don't worry. I'll walk you through 4 simple, effective steps that can completely transform the way your hair looks and feels. Let's start by understanding what's really going wrong, and how a few mindful changes can bring your hair back to life. Stop weighing it down. Most women don't realize their hair products might be silently sabotaging their volume. You see, thin hair is delicate and light, and it can't handle the same heavy serums or oils that work wonders for thicker textures. That creamy conditioner you love? The smoothing spray you can't live without? They might be the very reason your hair falls flat before you even leave the house. When the hair shaft is coated in too many emollients or silicone layers, it becomes slippery and heavy. The result is that your hairstyle loses its lift, your roots stick to your scalp, and no amount of teasing or hairspray can rescue it. Instead, think weightless. Switch to volumizing shampoos and conditioners that contain proteins or biotin. They'll add structure to the hair shaft without that greasy coating. And when you condition, apply it only from mid-length to ends, never the roots. That's like the golden rule of volume. Blow-drying also plays a secret role here. Always start upside down, or by lifting your roots with your fingers as you dry. Use low heat first to build up that natural body, then finish with a short cool blast. It helps lock the shape in place without frizz. And most importantly, avoid layering too many products just because social media told you so. Thin hair thrives in simplicity. The less you layer, the more your natural bounce can shine through. Cut it the right way. Here's a truth very few hairstylists talk about. Your haircut has more power over your hair's fullness than any mousse or spray ever will. For mature women especially, the wrong cut can make thin hair look sparse, tired, and even age you faster. The goal isn't just shorter or longer, it's strategic movement. Thin hair needs a shape that builds dimension and density. Layers done correctly can add bounce, but overlayering can take away your strength. The trick? Ask your stylist for soft, face-framing layers that start below the cheekbone. This keeps the top fuller while letting the ends move with grace. Lengthwise, mid-length cuts, around the shoulders, tend to offer the best of both worlds. Long enough to feel feminine, but short enough to stay lively. A blunt edge at the bottom gives thin hair the illusion of thickness, while a bit of subtle texturing avoids that heavy sheet look. And don't underestimate the power of your part. A deep side part or a zigzag part instantly lifts the crown. This small change can visually double your volume. Color also works wonders here. Highlights and lowlights add depth and shadow, creating a visual fullness that tricks the eye into seeing thicker strands. When you look in the mirror after a good cut, it shouldn't just be about seeing more volume. It's about seeing a refreshed version of yourself. Someone who embraces this new chapter with grace, not frustration. Mastering the right tools. The way you handle your tools can completely change how your hair behaves. Many women unknowingly flatten their strands because they use overly hot irons or too small brushes that tug and weaken already fragile hair. Let's talk brushes first. Choose a round brush with natural bristles. It grips without pulling and adds lift when you blow dry at the roots. Large barrel brushes are better for building volume, while small ones can make hair curl too tightly and collapse under its own weight. Next, ditch flat irons for a few days each week. Constant heat not only weakens your hair, but also removes that natural airiness you need for a youthful bounce. Instead, try using a large curling wand or even Velcro rollers. A 5-minute set at the crown while you do your makeup can give you unbelievable lift, all without harsh heat. If you do use heat, always apply a lightweight heat protectant and work in sections. Think of it as treating your hair like silk, patient and gentle. And when you're done styling, skip the heavy hairspray. Opt for a dry texture spray or light hold mist that lets the hair move. Movement is key. It's what keeps thin hair from looking stiff or flat. The best styling isn't about controlling your hair. It's about teaching it how to move beautifully on its own. Feed it from within. Beautiful hair starts beneath the surface. By the time many women notice their hair thinning, they've been unintentionally starving it. Not with too few calories, but with too little nourishment that helps it grow. Your scalp is living tissue. It reflects your nutrition, hormones, and stress levels. Foods rich in proteins, biotin, omega-3 fatty acids, and zinc are your hair's best friends. Think salmon, eggs, spinach, walnuts, simple whole foods that help strengthen follicles from the inside. Staying hydrated is equally essential. Even mild dehydration can make strands brittle and lifeless. Aim for consistent water intake throughout the day. And remember, stress is one of the sneakiest culprits. When cortisol levels rise, circulation to the scalp slows, meaning your hair gets less nourishment. Simple daily rituals like gentle scalp massage or deep breathing can do wonders. If you're into supplements, consult your doctor before adding collagen or biotin blends. They can help, but the real magic happens when internal care meets consistent, gentle styling. Because your hair isn't just about vanity, it's about vitality. When you nurture it, you're not just reviving your look. You're reconnecting with your feminine energy and reminding yourself that beauty evolves. It never fades. So remember, thin hair doesn't mean lifeless hair. It simply asks for a gentler touch, smarter choices, and a little self-appreciation. Once you stop weighing it down, get the right cut, treat it kindly with proper tools, and feed it from within, your hair can look more radiant than it did years ago. Because confidence isn't about changing who you are. It's about bringing out the strongest, happiest version of yourself. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path.